up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, how are we? Today I want to cover my fitness journey, kind of like a round two, a part two, and it's truly just kind of updates on what I think really helped my fitness journey and how I was able to stay so consistent and get to where I wanted to be. So I'm really excited to kind of go over this with you, and with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let's get started. Now let's get comfy with our water. Take a sip, comment if you took a sip. Woo! So if you're new to my channel, hey, hello there, how are we? If not, I'm sure you guys are familiar with my original fitness journey video, and I wanted to just kind of do an update on, like, I've been on this journey for over 3 years now. I kind of want to go over like long-term what I thought really helped my journey in general. And that brings me to my first piece of advice, and that is consistency. Consistency is so crucial and key when starting a fitness journey in general, when doing anything, honestly, whether you have a goal to be an entrepreneur, to run a certain business, to pass a certain test, you have to be consistent, whether it's studying or staying up late and finishing a project. Honestly, consistency is key, and patience that goes along with it. Your body needs consistency. I think the biggest thing is I would get really discouraged and I would give up for maybe a month or so, and then I would fall back into the same habits, and I was never consistent. I was never seeing a real change because of that. Little things add up to a very big change. So just keep that in mind. If you are consistent and you push through, I promise you will see results, but it's just the fact of being patient and trusting the process that goes along with it. When it comes to changing your body, it's not going to change quickly, and if it does change quickly, it's not gonna stay for long. So if you want like those long-term goals, you gotta put in the consistency, my friends. Consistency. Okay, the second one that I think is also super important is that your diet is more of a lifestyle and not a restriction. Once I stopped telling myself those silly things like no carbs or no sugar for a couple months or whatever, and just made it a healthy alternative for a lifestyle, that's when it was a game changer. You want to live a wholesome life. You want to have a healthy, balanced lifestyle ultimately, because you can get your dream body, but if you can't maintain it as a lifestyle and that's what you wanted, and a lot of the times when you do want to maintain it, that's just making a healthy alternative consistently. Whether that means instead of eating pizza 4 days a week, eating pizza 2 days a week and adding like more greens into your diet, things like that. You want it to be a balanced lifestyle. I'm not here to tell you what kind of meals you should eat, what kind of diet you should have. I'm just saying whatever works for you. As I say, you do you, boo, okay? You know, I am just here to tell you what's worked for me, and I'm not here to tell you to go a certain route, to go a certain diet. Literally whatever you feel balanced, and that's different for everybody. So enjoy those drinks on the weekend. Enjoy that ice cream on a Monday. That was one of the biggest keys, is I still wanted to have everything in moderation and balance. That way I wasn't crashing. That way I wasn't resenting myself for trying to reach a certain goal and having so many crazy restrictions that went along with it. Which leads me into 3, and that was I added more high intensity workouts into my day-to-day routine. Or even when I was at the gym, I just really got down to business. And really what I mean is I focused on my workouts and myself only. I wasn't just dilly-dallying, taking a ton of breaks on my phone. I was like, I'm here for business. And that really helped me. Even with HIIT, high intensity interval training, I was burning more calories than if I was just walking slowly on a treadmill while on my phone. I really was trying to zone in and get it done, if you know what I mean. And essentially this is different for everybody, but I like the training style of HIIT. It definitely helps me burn more calories than if I was just going to do the elliptical at a moderate pace for 20 minutes. So HIIT's not for everybody, but for me personally, it was a game changer. It literally took my body from here to here. It was insane how this training style worked immensely for my body. And once again, it's not gonna work for everybody, but for me, I just know I really started incorporating high intensity trainings into my workouts, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and it was a game changer. Which also honestly plays into the next point of if it's not working for your body, say you found like a workout plan from someone and you've been doing it through and through and you're not seeing changes, you're at a plateau, that means you need to recognize that and switch up your routine. A lot of the times we get really comfortable with whatever we're doing, whether it's a routine, whether it's living in a certain place, whether it's a job, and sometimes you just need to switch it up. So if you notice over a couple of months, hey, this routine, I'm actually not seeing any gains from it, maybe try something different. Try something out of the box. Try something like taking a bike class or adding sprints in if you're not a big runner. Things like that, and see how your body reacts. Give yourself at least a month or so and see like, hey, is my body responding well to this? And if not, switch it up. So honestly, such a game changer is just to be able to recognize, hey, I need to change up my routine in order to see a different result. Because sometimes that workout plan is not gonna work for your body, and that is okay because we're all different. Jumping into making a game plan. This is crucial because before my fitness journey, I was like, I'll just go to the gym, I'll just be on the elliptical, I'll do some abs, and I called it good because I didn't know how to lift weights, I didn't know how to exercise certain muscles. So make a game plan. It's super easy. All you have to do is take 10 minutes out of your day, write out a workout split. And really what I mean by that is, are you training chest on Monday? Are you training legs on Tuesday? Are you training glutes on Wednesday? Something like that, so you have a game plan. And if you can go above and beyond, make sure you have a workout already planned, whether that is something on YouTube. I have a ton of workouts available to you. I even have a fitness program. Whatever it is that you don't have to think about, you're not going to be at the gym being like, oh shoot, what should I do next? Have a game plan. It'll not only save you time, but I promise you, you'll see gains when you are intentional with your workouts and not just getting to the gym and being like, all right, I guess I'll go on the elliptical. That was so crucial when I first started my fitness journey, was I actually planned out my workouts. Let me know if you start doing this because it is such a game changer. All right, jumping into before my fitness journey, I was like, if I work out, I'll lose weight. I didn't take into account of like scientific reasoning as to why people lose weight or gain muscle. I was so clueless. So I totally advise you, whether it's YouTube, podcasts, whatever it may be, get educated on how people transform their bodies. I know that sounds really weird, but think about, in order to lose weight, in order to burn fat, you need to eat in a calorie deficit, which that means eating less calories than you're burning. A great example is you may increase your cardio for that day and you end up burning more calories than what you consumed for your meals that day. So ultimately, in order to burn fat, you need to be in a calorie deficit. I didn't even know. I literally just thought like, I'll do whatever and see if this works for my body. So it's kind of interesting. That way you can plan out your macros if you have a certain goal. If you don't like to count macros, that's totally cool. Maybe increase your cardio. That's what I do. It's just truly being aware of how to reach a goal that you want, because you can't just assume, all right, if I work out for 2 hours a day, I'm gonna lose weight or I'm gonna get this dream body. No. You have to really look at the reasonings and the research behind it and the cold hard facts of how do you get that. So make a game plan and also know how the heck can you do that? How can you achieve that? Instead of just assuming, do your research. Jumping into the next tip, and that was just being conscious in general of what you are consuming for your own health. That was a huge thing. Was I would kind of eat junk food or a lot of frozen meals, and I really wasn't taking account of like chemicals that went into those frozen meals, or I wasn't really looking at like, hey, whoa, I am consuming so much fat and I don't have nearly enough protein in my diet. So just being conscious of what are you consuming. Do you have greens for the day? Do you have your carbs, your fats, your protein for the day? And just being intentional, honestly, with your diet and what you are eating is so important, because if you have a goal, how are you gonna achieve it? And are you fueling your body properly? If you are working out, you need certain nutrients. So just being aware, I promise you, is so helpful. And online, you can honestly research anywhere. You could type in how to count macros and they'll teach you, and you just give your height and your weight and your gender, and it is so simple. And if you don't want to count macros, that is a-okay, but at least getting a good rule of thumb of like, hey, a human actually needs this much amount of protein a day. Like, I had no idea before I started my fitness journey that like fat was good for you or carbs are good for you, because society tells you that these things are bad, and that like you go to a tabloid and it's like Jennifer Aniston's secret is no carb diet, and you're like, what? I would literally melt and you would have no energy. So just being aware of what you're eating. Are you fueling yourself properly? Because that is a game changer. How many times can I say game changer in this video? Honestly, if you're drinking a beverage, take a shot every time I say game changer. Let's be real. Should have started that from the beginning. Shot of water, cheers, let's go. Okay, this one is near and dear to my heart. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people struggle with this, and I definitely did in the beginning of my fitness journey, as I was so strict. I didn't allow myself to enjoy things or give breaks. And I think that is so important in your fitness journey because you don't want to get discouraged. You want it to be a healthy lifestyle. You want it to be balanced. So if you need to take a week off for your mental sanity, take a week off. Your body's not going anywhere. If you want to go enjoy your weekend and eat the donuts and eat the pizza, do it. Your body is not going anywhere. I promise you, if you work that hard for your body, it's not going to change just like that. It's not going to change that quickly. You need to have a healthy, balanced lifestyle. We only live once. Make sure you give yourself some balance and enjoy it. Don't feel guilty because it's not worth it. Life is too short. Okay, this one's tough, but I get it. But it is the cold, hard truth. It can be someone's genetics, okay? Let's be real. Sometimes you look, I know I grew up with some thick thighs, and that's okay. That is my body, and that is my genetics. It runs in my family. And I was over here idolizing girls like Jennifer Aniston who had a different physique than me, and it was genetics. Or even a lot of girls are like, how do I get my abs? And I have a YouTube video on this. A lot of the times genetics do play. Doesn't mean you can't achieve abs, but it might not be the way that they achieved it. So just be aware that sometimes it's people's genetics, and that freaking sucks, and that's okay to admit it. And that kind of leads into my last tip, and this was a huge, humongous thing. When I started my fitness journey, I had found the gym community online. I had found fitness influencers, and in the beginning, I was following these crazy little models that were like 6 feet tall with long legs, and I'm over here 5'5" with thicker thighs. And I was like, how do I achieve that? Sometimes you can't. So honestly, I was setting myself up for failure because I already didn't have that body type. So honestly, follow people that uplift you. It doesn't mean you can't follow someone that's not your body type, not at all, but I just mean make sure you also are realistic and you're not only idolizing that model. You want to be inspired by somebody that looks like you. I know that was a big thing for me, is I was like, who the heck looks like me? So just be aware that you may not be able to achieve what those models have because of genetics, but if you find someone similar to your body type or similar in their training, that is inspiring to me. That is the biggest game changer, is just being encouraged, finding women or men that uplift you and motivate you instead of putting you down and setting you up for failure. So I would love to know, like, comment some of your favorite fitness influencers and like who really motivates you, who encourages you with body positivity, and also like helps you kick ass in the gym. I would love to know. So comment down below. I hope you guys liked this round 2 of my fitness journey. I just wanted to kind of be honest with you guys and also just kind of do an updated version because it had been so long since my very first one. And I truly have changed so much about my thought on what has helped me in this fitness journey. And we're always going on the journey. That's why it's called a journey, all right? It's not one destination. It's not an end game. You'll get to your goal weight and you're like, what now? It's always a journey. It's always pushing yourself. So I'm really glad that I got to sit down with you guys. I hope you liked it. Please let me know. And with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will see you next time.